Hello Robloxians, and welcome to this week's Roblox Recap, a weekly series that will feature videos covering Roblox updates, announcements, and more that happen each week. This week, we will be taking a look at some new updates regarding the new display names feature I showed off last week, a few new development features, an update on the 8th annual Bloxy Awards, and so much more. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. The first story for the week has to do with an update on the voting process for the upcoming 8th annual Bloxy Awards. Now, in case you missed it, voting for this year's Bloxys opened last week with 6 different categories the community could vote for. These categories were Game of the Year, Best New Game, Sleeper Hit, Best Game Trailer, Video of the Year, and Video Content Creator of the Year. Now, as of Wednesday, the voting process has closed, meaning you are no longer able to vote and get yourself that free I voted pin for your avatar. Now, although we won't be able to see the results until the main Bloxy Awards show premieres on March 27th, 2021, we can get a good idea of who may take home an award. A few days ago, I did a series of polls on my Twitter that featured each of the different categories and asked people what they voted for, and here are the results. For Game of the Year, 55.1% of people said they voted for Piggy. For Best New Game, 55.3% of people said they voted for Piggy. For Sleeper Hit, 40.7% of people said they voted for Super Doomspire. For Best Game Trailer, 55.1% of people said they voted for Tower Defense Simulator. For Video of the Year, 35% of people said they voted for FGTV's Psycho Pig music video. And last but not least, for Video Content Creator of the Year, a whopping 85.8% of people said they voted for Creekcraft. Now, please keep in mind that this may not determine the exact outcome of the 8th Annual Bloxy Awards, but is just a way to see what the community on Twitter voted for each. There were over 2.6 million people that voted in this year's Bloxys, but my polls only averaged around 5,000 votes per poll. Now, Roblox still has yet to reveal the remaining categories for this year's show, but once they do, I will be sure to update you. So what did you vote for in each category? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Up next, you may remember last week when I showed off that display names were officially announced and are coming soon to Roblox. If not, and you are not aware of what I'm talking about, make sure to go ahead and check out last week's Roblox recap. Anyways, I got an update for you. A few days ago, display names were enabled for a small percentage of users, and I was able to get some screenshots of them in use around the site. On screen now are some screenshots of where your display name, rather than your username, will appear on the Roblox site. First, they will appear right on the homepage where you can see your friends and games. They will also be shown on your profile page. As you can see, your username has been moved to below your display name and has been made smaller. In addition to that, your display name will also appear on the group page where it says the owner, as well as the group's shout. And lastly, you are also able to search for a player by using their display name rather than just their username. The player results will show the user display name along with their username under it, similar to how it looks on profile pages. Now, there are a few places where your username will show up rather than your display name, however. For example, if a game or any other asset isn't owned by a group, it will show the owner's username with an @ symbol next to it. Assets include games, models, meshes, plugins, decals, audio, videos, badges, shirts, pants, etc. Now, unfortunately, display names aren't visible on the in-game player list or in chat yet, but if you happen to be the small percentage that has display names enabled, you will be able to see it above your head in-game. Now, once display names are fully rolled out to everyone and I gather more information, I will be sure to update you. Again, if you missed the original announcement of display names coming to Roblox, be sure to check out last week's Roblox recap video up on my channel. Now, let's move on to a few new features for Roblox developers. This first one being a brand new series of events Roblox has just announced that relates to the Roblox Developers Conference. Now, no, this isn't an official announcement about the actual Developers Conference, but is rather an extension of the event. This new series of events I'm talking about is called Level Up. The Level Up events will allow creators on Roblox to gain feedback on how to level up their game design by having conversations with bigger Roblox developers and creators. The first event is actually coming soon and features a discussion about game expansions and features the Red Manta Studios development team. Now, unfortunately, the first event was invite only and had limited space, but you will be able to watch recordings of the event at a later date, sometime in March. If this new Level Up series sounds interesting to you, you can head down to the link in the description below that states more information about these upcoming events. The next development topic has to do with a brand new feature coming soon. Courtesy of @MaximumADHD on Twitter, we were able to see that a new UIStroke class is in the works. This new feature will allow you to create different variations of strokes or borders around text and UI objects. On screen now is an example of these different strokes in use. What do you think of this upcoming UIStroke class? Let me know in the comments below. Once I get more information on this new class, I will be sure to update you. Up next, you may remember last week when I mentioned that the Microsoft Rewards Robux promotion has returned. Now in case you missed it, make sure to check out last week's Roblox recap video for more information. Anyways, I wanted to provide a quick update on that. A few days ago, 2 new options were recently added to the offer. Now in addition to the original 3 options, you can now redeem 800 Robux by spending 12,000 points and or 1,000 Robux by spending 15,000 points. Now, if you'd like to view this promotion, I will leave a link in the description below. It is also important to note that this offer is only currently available in the United States. And now it's time for the final story of the week. I know, news was a bit slow this week. This story has to do with the Winter 2021 Roblox Arthro Avatar Design Contest. Now in case you missed it, Roblox ran another avatar design contest that allowed the community to submit designs of avatars to potentially be put on the avatar shop. Anyways, I am here to update you that the contest has officially closed and is no longer accepting submissions. However, you still have the opportunity to choose what avatars you may want to see. If you head over to Roblox's original tweet and scroll through the replies, you can see all of the submissions. By liking any of your favorites, you can increase the chances of them potentially winning the contest. The link to the tweet can be found in the description below. If you submitted a design, you'll be contacted via direct messages on Twitter sometime on March 5th, 2021. If you want any more information about this contest, I will also leave the link to the original blog post announcing it in the description below. But that is going to conclude it for this week's edition of the Bloxy News Roblox Recap. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful or useful, make sure to give it a like. And if you'd like to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe with notifications on to never miss out on the latest and the greatest Roblox news. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, Robloxians.